Hi, I'm Tim from Printful, and today I'm going to tell you about all the on-demand apparel trends that we can expect to see on the rise in 2019. As you probably already know, if you own an e-commerce store, you really need to be keeping up with the latest trends, simply because that's exactly what your customers are going to be doing. When they open your store, you want people to know immediately that they've landed somewhere that's not only on demand, but is going to be up with the latest fashion for them, and their money is well spent. So listen carefully, take notes, and start getting ready to design your own on-demand apparel for 2019. Before we jump in, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified when we upload new videos. So let's start off with bomber jackets. They've come a really long way to get to our wardrobe, starting off as military apparel worn by pilots and working their way down through the subcultures of punk to end up on the shelves of casual and even high fashion. One of the best things about bomber jackets is that they're so versatile. When it comes to fabrics, it's anything from leather to wool, fleece, satin, and even silk. The same with the silhouette. It can be thinner or wider, longer or shorter. There's so many different options. The one thing that always remains is that it has that slightly baggy unisex quality that gives off a relaxed, slightly standoffish vibe. Another thing that's very big this year is men's fashion. After all, the world has long since moved away from the notion that fashion is only for women, and this is definitely something you should be reflecting in your store. Men's fashion is evolving all the time, so it's important to keep your finger on the pulse of what's happening. For example, while the classic tee is a wardrobe staple for many, there's so many more elaborate versions that can be used to target specific audiences. So take a look at this raw neck tee. On the surface it looks just like the classic, but the raw neck gives it an edgy look. Combined with a cool print, it can become a bestseller in the urban fashion enthusiast circles. Of course, tees are not the only area of men's fashion you should be thinking about. There's also jackets, pants, hats, and much more. The main thing is, you do need to be thinking about men's fashion as well as women's. This is a trend that's been around for a while, and it seems like it's going to be sticking around for a bit longer. So this year is the right time to add a line of cropped apparel to your store if you haven't already done it. And don't forget, the selection goes way beyond cropped tees. In fact, as soon as fashion insiders saw that the cropped tee was taking off as a trend, they were straight away getting into adding cropped hoodies and sweatshirts to their stores to widen the selection. That way, they can benefit from cropped fashion all year round, no matter the weather. And now we're adding the products to our lineup so you can do the same. Also, when it comes to crop apparel, there's many different options for your designs. It could be DTG prints on hoodies and sweatshirts, or you could go with an all-over print crop tee to really let your design shine over the whole product. Moving on to the next trend, we've come to one of the hottest in recent times, embroidered apparel. This one's also been around for a while and it doesn't show any signs of stopping. But what's so great about embroidery? Well, for the most part, embroidery gives a tactile, unique feeling to a fashion market that's in dire need of something personal. People are moving away from mass-produced clothes, and embroidery represents a slower, more thoughtful attitude towards fashion. Not to mention, it just looks cool. Be it a hat, a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, or a hoodie, an embroidered detail immediately draws your eye to it. You can play around with different quotes, puns, small designs, cartoons, and much more. Just don't forget that minimalism is the way to go in 2019, so when it comes to your embroidery, remember, less can be so much more. 2019 is also the year to break into premium apparel. People are becoming less prone to cheap one-season fashion and are looking for something that, even though it might cost a little bit more, is going to last them much longer. It might be scary at first to add something more expensive to your store, but if there's an added value and you target the right market, it can become a real bestseller. One example for such added value is Champion hoodies and sweatshirts, which you can add to your store right now. The brand is really well known all over the world, so you can add your designs onto it right now and tap into their existing market base who already loves the Champion brand. Similarly, our custom all-over print sweatshirt might seem like a more expensive option, but it's just a matter of finding the unique selling points and focusing on those. For example, these sweatshirts are individually printed, hand cut and sewn for a perfect fit. What's more is they contain cotton, which is really rare for all-over printed products and makes them super comfy to wear. So do your research, find the facts that matter to your customers, and remember, more expensive products also often have a higher profit margin. Moving on, you also shouldn't forget about athletic wear. Honestly, it's less of a trend and more of a constant presence in the world of fashion. It grows every year as more and more people join the athletic community. The best news is there's so many options. Shorts, t-shirts, sports bras, swimwear, leggings, you name it. That means you can dedicate your store or just a section of it entirely to sportswear and easily find a target audience. Or you can be way more specific. For example, if you have an excellent design with an inspirational quote you've come up with, you can target yoga lovers all over the world. Put it on yoga leggings, sports bras, maybe even shorts and sublimation towels. Honestly, the options are endless. So that's it for today. These are some of the print-on-demand fashion trends that are bound to be huge for this year. If you run an e-commerce store, you should definitely be trying to figure out which of these trends apply to your brand the best. And the sooner you start, the sooner your store can become the place that people want to shop. Thanks everyone for watching. Let us know in the comments which of these trends you're excited for this year. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this.